Hey, this is Sam. I thought I'd come on here and do a video. Sorry where I'm at. It's kind of dark, but I just felt like coming on here and asking other people if they experience this symptom. Um, since May of 2020, I have horrible, well, not quite as much anymore, but body jerks. Just like something like twitches through your whole body. And it normally happens when you're like getting relaxed and ready to go to sleep, but it almost feels like a seizure and it feels like it's a twitch through all your muscles. That's the best way I can describe it. And there's like weeks go by where I don't experience it, but yesterday I had two really bad experiences before bed. What I did differently yesterday was I drank way more caffeine than I have had in probably almost 2 years, just because I wanted to see what would happen. Not very smart, but I do miss chai teas. So I had that, and I thought that was interesting. I had that before bed. Um, Another thing that I wondered if everyone like has that I experience on a daily basis is like a vibration in your chest. It feels sometimes like a fish flopping around, even though it's not palpitations, or it feels like a cell phone is in my chest, like this vibration that goes through. Yes, it's not as bad as it once was, but no doctors can tell me what it is. Um, you know, I've always said it was my nervous system. My nerves weren't right. I've been saying that since May of 2020. Um, I remember taking like a minuscule dose of Xanax. It was the smallest dose, cut in half, and I took it and my whole body just started jerking to the point where I actually thought I was having a seizure, like a petite seizure. Um, and I was wearing a heart monitor at the time. And I remember when the heart monitor results came back, it said as soon as like within, what was it, like 15, 20 minutes of taking the Xanax, my heart contracted. Nobody said anything. It didn't like raise red flag, study doctor in the where I used to live in Louisiana with some awful doctors. But um, the first thing that came to mind is this is not normal. It suppresses your central nervous system. So this is something is going on with my central nervous system. I thought that back then. I even said it when I went back to the ER and I said, I took half the smallest dose. You know what the doctor said to me? He said, well, that probably didn't happen. That would never happen, the smallest dose. So pretty much it's all in your head. Leave me alone. You just have anxiety, right? Which we've all been through. Um, I mean, that was the doctor who put me on propanolol, which, uh, it's another one that's not a benzo, but it does help in a way suppress the central nervous system. But I still was getting jerks even on that, just not quite as bad, you know. And in order to get the jerking out of my chest at the time, I'd have to take a 10 milligram in the morning, a 10 milligram in the afternoon, and a 10 milligram at night for my chest to feel like it would stop jerking. And I don't do well with 30 milligrams of propanolol. No way. I don't care if the jerking stops with that. It makes me very, very sick and I have breathing issues with that medication. So I have to be very careful and take only small doses. But yeah, I was just uh, you know, wondering if any other people here, which I know there's probably a ton, feel that jerking. I have also noticed that, let's say I overextend myself. I walk a lot or I'm carrying things. Let's say I'm walking quite a bit and I'm carrying something heavy. That night, I will have a jerk with my body. Now, that tells me something. That tells me that it's probably my muscles not working correctly with POTS, like there's something not getting directed correctly to the muscles. Again, I've asked doctors. I've asked a cardiologist what this is, and he goes, "Oh, you just have anxiety. It's just your adrenals." No, if it was my adrenal glands pumping all that out, I would have heart palpitations. But when this happens a lot, it's at a 68 heart rate. So that doesn't make any sense. As you can see, I'm getting kind of aggravated just speaking about it because no one can ever tell me what these jerks are, even at night. Like I'm laying down, I will move, you know, I will move from side to side and I will feel it. I will feel it jumping around. Also, if like I'm falling asleep and someone makes a noise, I will feel all the POTS symptoms and I'll feel like I'm seeing red. I just feel like whoever made that noise, I'm just like, I can't take it. And I know that that's probably an adrenal surge, but I'm often curious how many other people go through this because it's awful. And yes, like I said, it's gotten better, but it's not completely gone. And I wonder if it ever will completely go away, you know? Um, so and also now I like take supplements for my nerves. So that's probably why it's gotten better in almost the 2-year time. But I don't know, you know? Um, and another thing about this is like I was, I don't know, I don't know if it has anything to do with this, but I was severely vitamin D deficient. Um, I didn't know this, but I was very, very, very deficient at the time I got COVID. And um, I wasn't deficient in B12. It showed my body was absorbing it, but it really wasn't at where it should be. My doctor told me my B12 levels should have been around 350 to 400, not in the 200s. So um, I take B. I just noticed my body doesn't. I need a lot more than most people to absorb. Like if I take 500 milligrams a day, my levels will only be around like 300, 350 when I get tested. And that's taking 500 a day. So I feel like I need more than some people do for like B12 just to, through absorption. And I often wonder if that had something to do with it, my low B12, even though it wasn't deficiency. Does that, I don't know, did the vitamin D and being low in B12 create any of these issues? I don't know. Not like anyone can tell me, but at least I was not deficient in any other vitamins. I had really good levels and everything else because I've been tested, like even folate was pretty amazing how high that was. But like I eat a really good diet. So, and vitamin D does not come from most food. You get it from the sun. So that makes perfect sense. But anyway, I just wonder if all these things go back into the jerking. Did they cause these muscle jerks, the nerve twitching, which I used to get really bad. Like my hands would actually like tremor. That doesn't happen anymore. So I'm like, I must be getting better. But I've heard a medication that's really good for this is mestodon. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Or parastigme. It's used for MS, um, for their muscles. So, I've always wondered if I asked my doctor to get on that medication, if that would help some of these twitches. I don't know. But yeah, I just thought I'd come on and I don't know. I was just thinking about it this morning because of what was going on last night and my lack of sleep and the twitching and stuff. And if I could wish for anything come out of this to feel better, I would wish for my sleep to get better, not to be abruptly awoken by just like out of my bed for any little noise, uh, it's really awful. So, and to be able to take a nap again, I think I've said that before. That's something I really miss. It's really my sleep's messed up. So, and really sensitive to noise, extremely sensitive to noise, and that can especially at nighttime. Um, so yeah, I would wish for be able to sleep better, the noise issue to go away, and also these jerks to finally like just diminish one day. That would be wonderful, and the vibration, you know. But yeah, I just thought I'd come on here and bring that up. So please leave a comment if anyone has experienced this and know what this is, or have a hunch on what this would be. I'd be really interested to hear that, or any advice to how to help it. Um, yeah. So I will be on here soon. Talk to y'all later.